Hello, welcome back. I don't normally do this on a Sunday, but it seemed appropriate. Also, I'm a little hoarse today, nay. So if I cough or clear my throat, please forgive me. So let me explain the impetus behind this particular video. So, excuse me. We were watching the general conference of my church. It happens every 6 months, and it's basically 8 hours broadcast over a weekend of talks and other inspirational things coming from the leadership of my church. It's really it's really cool, actually. And I was listening to the talks while playing this game, which for me is kind of it can't, as long as I don't get too focused on the game, it becomes very zen-like, and I can really absorb the information. And well, one particular talk occurred right as I was doing one of these missions that I'm in right now. This is a what is it? Dynamite boat, smuggler's boat mission. And it occurred to me, it drew a perfect metaphor because it was talking about how certain big cats in Africa stalk their prey, and comparing that to how sin, how the devil stalks us with sin and so on. And so I thought I'd kind of share that little back and forth, that little concept and idea. So first off, we'll start with this. If you notice on the mini-map, for those of you not familiar with games, the lower left-hand corner there's a circle, and it's essentially a small little map for the game. And you can see the area I'm in right now, all those things down there, it's a red area. Basically that means I'm not welcome in this area, and they will try and kill me if they see me in this area. So of course my approach is up high. Now, this game introduces a new technology to the game, and it's actually unique to this game, which is a grappling hook line launcher. Let me demonstrate. It allows me to launch a line and to kind of slide across from one line to another. And, people down there tend not to look up. So, to get ready for my preparations, I get myself in a high position, I engage stealth mode so I'm harder to see. So, kind of like the devil in temptation. It's hard to see, hard to bring it in. And I use my abilities, it's called Eagle Vision in this game, to kind of scout the area, see what's what I can do, what I need to do, and so on. I can also mark potential obstacles for myself to overcome. Now, I do have several options to do with the game. So I'm going to start with what is going to be the hallucinogenic darts. Now, hallucinogenic darts are very interesting. I think they're very applicable to this. So let me demonstrate what they do. I fire them to one person, and he goes crazy and attacks everyone. Now, an interesting aspect of the hallucinogenic darts is that they can be fired into a heat source, which sadly I don't seem to have. And it affects more than one person at once. And this is actually very much like temptation. They will turn people against each other. And as you can see, there are some pretty tragic results because of that. And really, I don't have to do anything. I just turn everyone against each other and they go at it. I can just sit back and watch as people destroy each other. That's kind of how temptation works. And I can actually keep using these tools all I want to create essentially the same results and to just do nothing. Now, there are also other tools at my disposal for when I pray. The throwing knives is usually the best. I can use guns, but they're loud. So, yeah. So I can do a throwing knife there. This guy suddenly, he isn't even aware that I'm here. He's just like, what just happened? And, yeah. I can stalk and take out everyone without anyone even being aware that I'm there. Now, the ultimate goal of this particular level. Wait, I have one more obstacle to overcome. Oh, two more. And, you know, I'm going to use the... Nope, they're a little bit out of range. So... But I can get within range. So there... So these guys are already fighting, as you can hear. They're yelling. Even though they stopped the guy, they're still yelling at him. And all I have to do is just add a little bit more to it, and they go at each other. It's not a pretty sight. Now, what I find interesting about this particular area in game, something that I think is actually pretty significant, is that once I get into an area and make it my goal, once I actually get into one of these areas, make it my goal to kind of finish the objective and the mission, very little can stop me. Indeed. You know, and I may be spotted by other people passing like I was there, but ultimately they really can't do anything to stop me. Now, what I'm supposed to do here says sabotage, but this game has a fairly unique form of sabotage. This equipment. This is what I have to do to sabotage it. Trade out to the gun, and I blow it up. That's the ultimate goal here, is complete destruction of what they are working towards, what they built. Oops. Did not mean to drop down that way. And that's what happens. So once I get into the game, once I get onto this level, pretty much everyone is doomed. So how does this relate? This actually might blow me up. Nope. Well, I was far enough away. So how does this relate to sin and the devil? Well, once you let the devil in your house, he'll go crazy, and it's very hard to get him out again. And ultimately, what you've worked so hard to build is destroyed. He will completely get in there and destroy it, and he will stalk his prey. He will turn people against each other, and, you know, will pick people off one by one. And, you know, once he's there, once he establishes a firm foothold, it's very hard to get him out again without massive, massive destruction of property. Now, since this is a game, these areas will actually reload, so I can come back time and time again and replay the area and do different things. And so, yeah, you can rebuild, but every time I get into an area, everything they're doing is completely stopped. So that's my little Assassin's Creed Syndicate metaphor for temptation and the devil. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.